comfortable? Do you like how you look before you yell at me? Nobody
Ghetto.
wants to date now because everybody wants to be independent. It's so important to like prep before we, dive into the next huge chapter of like what characteristics, Proverbs 31 women, like things that we look up to practice while, we have the freedom and the not so much of a responsibility.
Have them exactly how you want them, so you don't
Yeah.
have to try to change somebody.
I don't want to train another person. Don't keep it low just because you think like the bar is below, it's 6 feet under the ground. When someone opens the door for you, you think that's your husband.
Having friends too.
Oh, having
Yeah.
friends.
My boyfriend he's my friend too, but like having other friends who can cater to other needs that I have, that my boyfriend doesn't have to, like, it doesn't feel like overloaded. I can run to my sisters.
When older couples talk about it, like you need someone outside of that person. That person can be your therapist and also your husband, to have your own thing, your own hobbies, something you could almost go to not be like, oh yeah, I'm only a mother. Talking about it instead of like silent treatment is it's part of communication.
Yes.
But something I need to work on.
Exactly. So
You do.
You can be
Yes, I just said that. What habit do you think you need to add before you like move in with your husband, before you become a mother? Welcome back to Quality Care Podcast. Today I have a very special guest. We have my sister, which we're basically twins, and we literally grew up together. You could call us twins. We're like a year and like I think 6 months apart, and we were classmates, table mates, lived together, roommates, everything. And so I have her today, and before we start, I wanted to say thank you so much for all the support on like the other episodes, and more episodes like that is coming, but I just wanted to bring more guests of like, especially this is like a sisterhood podcast, so what better way than to bring my sisters? I have all my other sisters on it too, so this is a very special and exciting one, because the reason why she's here today is because we're talking about relationships, and I know I don't talk about it that much, but she's the perfect person to sit here for us to talk about. So today we're talking all about like, how can we prep to be a wife, a mother? Like, what can we do now as technically, she won't disagree, we're technically single, okay? In our 20s, like when we don't have a lot of responsibilities, we don't have children, we're not mothers, like what characteristics and everything like that. But we're gonna make it fun, okay? We're gonna do some icebreakers. Leah has no idea. Oh, did I say her name? Before I jump in, let's welcome Leah, my sister. Okay.
Hey
Introduce yourself.
everybody.
Who are you?
Oh, my name is Leah. I'm the oldest of the three of us.
Yes. But we have 4 sisters. She's
Yes.
just the oldest of this.
I am the oldest of us.
Yeah, how old are you?
I just turned 28.
Yes, and I'm 26. Oh,
dental
wait,
field.
relationship. Like you are in
Oh,
a
yes, I am
relationship.
in a
That's why I said
relationship.
technically single, because we're like, like.
Yes, I'm
we
very
just-
much taken.
Yeah, and that's why I'm asking you, because she just knows more about it. I'm not an expert.
Give
Give
advice.
good advice. Like whenever I need advice for a relationship, I'll go to her. Or like anything, like my tire loses air, I'm like, Leah, what do I do? She's the one I call. Okay. Okay, so we're gonna do icebreaker. Are you done introducing yourself?
Yes.
Okay, so we're gonna do icebreakers, okay?
Okay.
This icebreaker is different because whenever I have other guests or anything, it's like, what's your favorite this? What's your favorite this? But I feel like we know everything about each other. So I was thinking to do who knows who better and who's gonna win, okay?
I love this. I'm ready.
Okay, we have 3 questions. I made it odd to see who's gonna win, okay? You ready?
I'm ready.
Okay, so childhood crush. Who's my childhood crush and who's your childhood crush? Think of the person and then we're gonna like say it, okay?
Wait.
Who's your child? Think of my childhood crush.
Yes, I know. I'm gonna say yours, and you're gonna say mine.
Yeah, just like that. Like I know we have a lot, but that one
Yes,
that
I know.
we remember.
I'm trying to think his name.
You can describe him too, like, cause I don't even remember the guy's last name. But it's
Okay.
celebrity. Okay.
Yes, celebrity.
You
I know
have
his
your
last
answer
name.
too?
Yes.
I have mine and yours. Okay, ready? For Leah, it's Ryan Sheckler. Yes, it was. Okay.
I feel like it would have been better if we wrote
I
it.
know, right? I just
That's
didn't
fine,
have
that's
that.
fine,
Okay, for me,
What's his name? Something Brand.
Russell Brand.
Russell Brand.
I know it's random. I would never. He's not my crush anymore. Okay,
still
so
her
it's
email.
1-1. Okay. Guilty pleasure show. what's my guilty pleasure show and yours?
You have so many.
Yeah, you have to think.
Movie.
Like,
Can I do movie?
okay, you could do movie. Like something I watch over and over though. That's
Yes,
like the thing.
yes.
Like until I'm
Okay, think
tired of
movie.
it.
And
Yeah.
mine is very obvious. But
Yes.
Okay.
Okay,
You
for
can do mine.
you, Survivor.
Okay.
Is it not?
No, it is.
Oh.
But that's not what I was thinking.
Girl, then I got it wrong. What were you thinking?
Brian.
Ryan Chuckler. You watch him? What?
That's a Raven.
Oh my god! How did I forget? But is that a guilty pleasure?
Oh,
Something
I
you
see.
do
Okay.
watching
Okay.
over.
Let's scratch this again because I really
yeah,
was
'cause
not
it's a
thinking-
comfort show.
Okay. Okay.
Think of like
But
you're
it's
not
not a
supposed
guilty-
to watch.
yeah.
Okay, well.
Yeah,
okay, then
because
let's
it's
scratch
comfort.
it. Let's scratch
Yeah.
it. Okay, guilty pleasure for you? I got two.
Guilty pleasure.
you.
I never understand that question.
For me, it's like I shouldn't be watching it, but I'm watching it. I shouldn't be watching it. What is it?
I don't know. There's nothing that you should not be watching. All of them are just comfort shows.
Yeah.
You can think of one
Okay,
for you?
do a comfort show. Well, we already know now.
Yeah.
A movie, comfort movie that
Okay,
you
comfort
watch over
movie.
and over.
Okay.
You don't even watch movies. I don't. What?
I
Okay.
know you watch a lot of movies.
I do,
Yeah.
but what's my? You already know my comfort
Yeah.
movie. I'm gonna lose.
I know.
have no idea. Do you have a comfort movie? No,
Okay,
right?
think
Okay,
of-
then you show. We can't do that, so Raven. We're going over and over. Okay.
Guilty pleasure. This is too guilty pleasure.
Okay, yours, baddies. That's a show. You know you watch it. Well, it's canceled.
I don't watch it though.
Okay,
I-
Love
I
Island.
actually okay.
How
That's
about for
not
me?
really guilty pleasure.
That is because you shouldn't
Is
be
it?
watching. You know what I mean? Like, what is it benefiting you? And then it's,
I hate that
You know.
question.
Okay, let's change it.
Okay.
Favorite drink.
I hate drinks. Okay. Like
Okay,
so-
favorite food actually. 1, 2, 3. Sushi.
for me?
Yes.
Yeah. Oh, for you?
Yeah.
Thai curry.
Ah, she
No?
got it.
Oh
It
yeah.
is.
Okay.
Okay, that's like my comfort. Food. Okay, last one. This is gonna either break the tie or I don't know. Top bucket list that we both want to do in this life, like before. Even top bucket list to do before we get like have children. You know, start a life.
That is so hard.
For me,
For you, yes. I feel
it could
like
be
even-
travel, right? Yeah, like
I
top
know.
bucket list. I already know her answer.
I know you know my answer.
But you
for
should know it
I'm
too.
Like, you already have an answer?
Yeah, I have an answer. You should know it. We literally just talked about it. 1, 2, 3. Japan.
Travel. For me, right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
Japan for you.
Yes, yes,
what
yes,
about for
yes.
me?
Go to Korea?
Yeah.
Oh,
my
period.
gosh. Nobody won.
That's not. I'm like
bucket list.
not
Oh,
even
like
about
jump.
travel. That's what I'm saying. Then you could. The question should be, what country would you want to go to? What's your bucket list country?
That's too easy. I would
Okay,
say
okay.
top bucket list of like you could do skydiving or like, something that you
Yeah.
don't usually do. Or like something you want to do before you have kids. When you have kids, you have responsibilities.
That's
like,
so-
you know. I mean, Korea, I could still go with kids.
No,
I know.
But
We
traveling
do
is
so
fun.
we do like sister trips, and last year we went to Italy, and then what else? We've been to
to
like,
Barbados. We travel a lot.
Yeah, we
with
travel
friends,
a
too.
lot with friends, but like our solo sister trip, our first one was last year. We loved Italy.
Yes,
Loved it, loved it.
Exactly
I just
a year
didn't.
ago.
It was just a little bit cold because it was like last October, but other than that, need to go back. Okay, so today's topic. It's so important to like prep before we, dive into the next huge chapter of like, especially having kids. So I feel like this episode is so important because it's like what characteristics, like the Proverbs 31 women, like things that we look up to practice while we have the freedom and the not so much of a responsibility. So that's what we're going to talk about today. And I have a couple questions for you or for us to talk about, honestly. So let's start with the first one, okay? What's something you've learned about yourself in your singleness that you think will help you in your marriage? It could be like good or bad, because I can start with
Such
mine.
a hard question.
Yeah, it could be anything. It could be like good or bad.
Not singleness. I wouldn't ask it like that though. For me.
Okay, in life before you get married and have kids.
Okay, so not in my relationship.
No. I'm saying you as a person. You could be when you're
just
18.
me as myself. Oh.
Yeah.
Oh, you're saying like before I was in a relationship.
No. Like before you get kids. What do you think? Like, actually, okay.
Yeah, it's kind of difficult because to be like
Okay.
in your singleness, I would think before I got in a relationship, because like being single and being in a relationship is so different.
But being married and dating is different.
It's different, but it's very similar. You're working,
Okay.
you're building to be married.
Okay. Take it however, like
Okay.
singleness. For me, it's actually the bad part, which is communication. Like my last relationship, I was so bad at communication, and it was a long relationship. Like it wasn't just like a 6-month thing. It was very serious, but it was like the communication was so bad. So I learned that I have to work on my communication before stepping into anything else. And so I would say that. I will also say keeping up with your looks. Like not only when you're in relationship, like while you're still single, like doing maintenance, beauty maintenance. Literally my channel and everything about it is not like just looking physically good. It's also like, you know, growing, becoming the best version of yourself mentally, physically, emotionally, all of that. Spiritually, duh. But I think like taking care of yourself, always keeping up with their hair, like doing all these maintenance, doing my nails. I started doing my nails too, like consistently. And it's not for any male validation. It's literally for me. So when I become a mother, a wife, and everything like that, like I already know how to take care of myself. Okay, how about you?
First, can I piggyback on that? In like taking care of yourself and stuff like that. One podcast that I was listening to, and they were talking about how once you get into a relationship, like people tend to like be like, I have a man. Yeah. You know, like I don't have to get ready. Yeah. Like I don't have to be. But they were talking about how like even like a man to a woman or a woman to a man being dressed or putting on a little makeup or doing this and this like makes a huge difference in your relationship. Like it makes it feel like you're trying, you know, even like I've been in a relationship for almost 5 years now, and like just showing up and like looking nice, like putting not just for them, but just for yourself. Even when you see each other or like go on dates, like it makes it.
But I'll also say like when you get into a relationship, you get that like boost of to dress up. Yeah, like I'll get good attention from a man, you know. But I think that's how it started. How it started for me, right? What? Like I didn't really take care of myself like that much. Yes. And then once I started dating, I know. Yeah. Once I started dating, you can see like I was making small efforts. Yeah. But that shouldn't be the motivation to wait to take care of yourself
too. I know. That's okay, because I feel like sometimes there's no really motivation, especially when you're young. Like the older we get, putting on makeup and going to the mall is something to get ready for. Yeah. Whereas when we were younger, we look dusty.
We do. Yes. Dusty. It was like this gray sweatpants, like this color, and then with like a burgundy t-shirt, like basketball t-shirt.
When I tell you, it's like all of us are wearing sweatpants, shirt, and then we're wearing slippers.
Oh my God. We're dancing. Nike slippers?
Like, literally, it's so cute to think about. I'm like, now I can't even see myself not getting ready.
Yeah, especially for a birthday party or something. Yeah. But what else? Like, what do you think? Like, for your own, what have you learned on like being single? Like, whether it's good or bad, what lesson would you carry that you'll carry to your next huge chapter? Marriage,
from my relationship, or when I was single? Like I think they're so different. It doesn't matter. Okay, when in my relationship,
you can say both.
Communication is such a big thing.
Yeah,
like it's such a big thing because like it's one thing that you don't talk about that can lead to another fight, and then it can build to being something. Yeah, such a big problem that, you know what I mean, that you don't want to talk about again. Yeah. So communication is very much a big deal, and trust too. Trust is definitely another foundation that you have to have between you and your person.
Yeah. I will also say, I think it's so important for us before going to like becoming mothers or wives to have your own thing, your own hobbies, your own like something you could like almost go to not be like, oh yeah, I'm only a mother. Like that's all I am. It's like to have, like for me, I need to get back on that. But I used to dance. Yes. I've tried so many different things, and I want to get into like a hobby again, maybe start dancing again, so that I am someone else outside of like what I'm supposed to be. Like outside of a mother, like I want to be something else. Yeah, so, I saw whether it's like working out or something.
I saw that on another video too. She was saying one thing she admired about her mom is she's not just a mom.
Yes, I saw that. It was a TikTok, right?
Yeah, I saw how that. She has her own friends and she still travels and like she goes on dates still with her husband that she's married for many years. Like she has so many other shoes. Yeah. to fill than just being a mom.
Yeah. That's what I'm saying. Like having something now, because if you practice it now, you'll take it and you don't have to find a new thing while you're already in the middle of all of this. So I think that's important to do. Do you have anything else?
Another thing being in a relationship is like having friends too.
Oh, having friends. That's,
Such a big thing because
Yeah.
like like my boyfriend he's my friend too, but like having other friends who can cater to other needs that I have that my boyfriend doesn't have to, like, it doesn't feel like overloaded of like the things I have to talk about. I can run to my sisters, you know. I mean, sisters is something
someone else besides that. Like it doesn't only have to be your best friend. I've been hearing a lot about that, especially like when older couples talk about it. Like you need someone outside of that person. That person can be your therapist and also your husband, and also like it needs to be outside. So making friends now, like it doesn't even have to be a lot. Couple good friends could get you through life.
Literally. Even one person that can help you. You don't have to have a bunch, but having friends is makes a big difference.
And then the last thing for me with this is, so one thing about me, like I'm the type of person that could do something alone. Like I do better alone than a group or like two, but I'm learning to work with others because I'm gonna have to be in a place of like, we're gonna have to raise a child as a team. And so like teamwork is probably, it's important and something I'm learning. Listen, still learning, I'm in the process. So I think I need to learn to not do every single thing alone. That's it for me for the last one. Do you have anything else or that's it?
Yeah.
That's it? Okay. The next one is, how can we guard our hearts and standards without being too picky or unrealistic when it comes to dating? Like keeping your standard lower should not be, even if you are already in a relationship or anything like before marriage or anything, don't keep it low just because you think like the bar is below, it's 6 feet under the ground. You know, people, they're like, it's 6 feet under the ground right now. Like when someone opens the door for you, you think that's your husband. Please raise it up, raise the standards.
No,
But
I would say like having boundaries and having your, what is it?
put the mic right here.
What is it? Like when
Boundaries?
not boundaries,
Standards.
But you have, is this just standards?
Standards.
Oh,
Like
okay.
I want this and this and this.
Yeah,
and
yeah.
I'm not
Yeah, yeah,
settling
yeah.
for less.
Just standards? What? There's another word for it.
Characters.
No. Okay, whatever. We'll stick to
Standards.
But just having your things that you cannot negotiate.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Non-negotiable.
Yes, that's what it is.
Arlette Amul. Pop the
Your
balloon.
non-negotiables, like those things. If you want a man who's a Christian, get you a Christian man.
Don't settle
know?
for less. Or
Yeah.
I think like don't get one that you have to teach every single thing to. If you, I mean, some people that's their preference. Okay, but it's like me. I'm tired of it. I don't want to train another person to like fully be like, come to church. This. Like if you don't want that, don't settle for that. And you're like, I can change him. No, you can't.
And then I would say another thing for people who've been dating. You know what I mean? If I was to be in this age right now and I was to be like, I want a man who's a Christian, I would aim for that because I'm 28.
Yeah.
I started dating back in when I was
21, right? Yeah.
And so it's like, you still really don't know who you are. Like, you know what I mean? You still are trying to figure out what you want. And so, like, let's just say if you're in a marriage or already, like, and you find Jesus while you were in a relationship already, and like you know that person is, hopefully he believes in Jesus, you know, or you know what I mean, in that field of it, you can still help somebody out, just like a friend, you know, a person who doesn't even believe in Jesus yet. You could take them to church, you know, you can always help them guide towards Christianity.
Yeah.
That's how I would say it. But non-negotiables are non-negotiables. Have them exactly how you want them, so you don't have to try to change somebody in the future.
Yeah. Like don't break what you want just because you think, like the scarcity mindset of like, oh, I'm not gonna have another one. Like this is the last person that's gonna like me. No.
Yeah.
You gotta have the abundance mindset. And so even with anything, like whether it's career, finances, abundance mindset goes so far than being scared that you're not gonna have enough, or like this is the last thing for me. Because I've had those thoughts too, where I was like, oh, like, you know, this relationship, like after this I'm not gonna find anybody else, or like I have to start over and start, you know, all of that. And it's like, no, you can.
Yeah.
And don't lower your standards at all.
Literally, because some men, I mean, not some men, but a guy who you're going to find who has your non-negotiables can add on to your plate. Like the things that you never even thought you needed, a person can always add on to the
Yes.
things you're like, oh wow, I needed a
I
man
needed
who's
that.
yeah, more patient, a person who is more,
And I think that's
guidance.
I think that's why it's important to pray about the relationship that you want, or whatever you're looking for, because God can give you someone that you got your standards and stuff, but they'll come with other baggage. You're like, I don't like that, but maybe that's something you need. So, and another thing is like, us as we're getting older, I know people are like, you're so young, like of 26. I don't know why, but when I turn 26, I'm like, I feel old. So I feel like people tend to lower their standards as you're getting older, because you're like, time is passing, especially us women. Like there's a clock, especially for us to have children. So I feel like don't let that make you have that scarcity mindset too, of like, time is running out, I need to find someone. So I feel like now, knowing exactly what you want, going in with that and not moving. Okay, don't move the line. Okay, last thing I have with this is, so let's talk about dating. Like everyone is saying dating is getting harder and harder. Like nobody wants to date now because everybody wants to be independent. Men, women, everybody wants to be independent. And that's because I feel like, obviously, I don't know what happened after 2020, but everybody's like on their phones. Like everybody thinks it's the illusion of having a lot of choice, but there's really not. That I'm talking for the other side. Yes, you'll have a lot, but everybody's like, oh, I'm gonna be too independent because I have so much choice too. Like there's so many people in my DMs or something. Not me. I'm saying people probably think that like there's so many people, an option that they don't want to settle to. I feel like that's why dating is getting harder and harder. You have so much option that you're not making the effort, and you're like, I want to stay independent. But honestly, like, yeah, like being independent, there is an easier. They do want to, but it's also fun being independent too.
I agree.
There's
I definitely agree, but I feel like everybody wants love. I really don't believe in a person. I think it's people who try and don't really get it. So it's like, why keep trying when being by myself is better?
I think that's why people do that. Or some people genuinely, actually, everyone wants love. You're right.
Yes, they absolutely.
Maybe they don't want kids, but they do want love. Yeah, because who doesn't want to have somebody to spend the rest of their life with? Yeah. Like having a partner and everything, like all the family things you're gonna go through, all the the things that life bring you. You rather want a partner. So I think people are just like saying like, no, I don't want anyone. I'm independent. I have my own thing. But I think it's like good to make room. Yeah. Like while you're in this season, to like make room as you're exploring your singleness. Yep. Are you getting hot because of the light? Okay. Are you? Like, little. This thing is hot. Yeah.
Sweater weather.
Okay. Next. What do you think being a Proverbs 31 woman looks like in today's world, and how are you working on becoming her? And I want to give some examples of like what that verse actually says.
Or can you say the verse?
Yeah. Oh wait, let me see the verse. Oh, it's a whole chapter, but I wrote down like bullet points of what it is. Okay, so she's faithful. She puts God first, seeks His wisdom and everything. Hardworking. She's diligent in school, work, home, using her gifts, purpose. When I say like with like it's also my example. When I say like work and home, it doesn't say it on the Bible, but. She's wise with money. She manages her finances responsibly and plans for the future. She's healthy and strong. She cares for her body and mind so she can serve well. Loving and kind. She treats others with patience, respect, compassion. Trustworthy and supportive. She uplifts and can be relied on by loved ones. Confident and humble. She knows her worth in Christ but walks with grace. And then she's also community oriented. So she serves others and looks out for those in need. I think like the way to, let me read that question again, because it says, what do you think being a Proverbs 31 woman looks like in today's world, and how are you working on becoming her? I think the first thing to do, like even if you're like, I don't know if I am, is doing like a journal audit. So like you write like these columns of like physically, mentally, emotionally, everything, and see like on a scale of 1 to 10, where are you? And then what's missing, how, like why it's getting better and everything, like you just see. And then from that you work towards on, like where you are in your wellness, and then going to that. But yeah, being humble in every way. Also like being more open to others, like I'm working on that. Okay. If Leah could tell you how closed off I have been for years, not only with relationships, but like friends, like any type of relationship, friends, everything like that. It's like, I was like, oh yeah, I need to focus on my career, like hyper focus. And it's like, you look up and then it's not. You haven't been making new friends.
Yeah.
And we're meant to have community. And I think the Proverbs 31 woman is community oriented, and also she's faithful. She puts God first in everything. A woman who fears the Lord shall be praised. That's actually a verse in the Proverbs 31. I think it's Proverbs 31:30. So I think putting God in front of everything, every decision, even like when you're dating, like, is this guy like good for me? Like really thinking about what you believe, if that aligns with it. I think worshiping, like how you act is also an act of worship. Like how you live your life should say more than what you actually say out loud. So I think those are some of the ways to be like a Proverbs 31 woman. What do you think?
You hit every little
Girl.
I don't know. Because it's pretty much the same thing.
Yeah, but like what example? Like could someone who's single, like what example is good to practice now to become a Proverbs 31 mother or wife? Like she wakes up early, you know, she gets her crops, she has all her businesses. She's the type of woman to like have everything balanced without feeling burnt out. So like what could we do to balance without feeling burnt out? Because I know you go to
Planning.
work and everything. Like what can
No, literally
You know?
planning your day.
planning
by
the
day,
day,
yeah.
yeah. Like making connections, like new connections too. That's like really important.
I don't know, like it's just going with the Proverbs woman. I feel like you really did hit every bullet point. I'm
is.
so bad because I
It's
can't.
more.
I've never. I'm
gonna-
stupid. I think you've been doing that verse.
Yes,
Kind of live by it.
I have. Like I have been making it a priority like the past couple of years to really like follow that and seeing back of like how can I be the best version of myself, and it's the Proverbs 31 woman is like the way to help me get there because it's like putting God first in every decision and every action and everything that we do. So I think like in your singleness era, this is the time to work on yourself.
Yes.
When people say like, self-love, like love yourself, like care for yourself before you get into a relationship or before you become a mother, this is how you can.
Yeah.
And I think it's like going back to the word, seeing, studying, and like becoming her. Okay. Move on.
Does this say Samson?
Yeah. Oh, the mic says Samson. Our dad's name is Samson. That's why. Samson. Whatever. This kind of goes with what we're talking about, but this is way more micro. So what habits for you? What habits do you think you need to add before you like move in with your husband, before you become a mother? Like think about like daily things that you want to work towards, that you want to have. What is some of like throughout your day, your week?
One thing like a lot of young moms always say, or even any moms that are first year moms always say procrastination is like out the window the minute you become a mom. So working on things right now, like not putting things
Time
off.
management.
Yeah, time management, because once you have a kid, it's like doing laundry has to be done now, not tomorrow, because they have school. I don't know.
That's
like,
so
you know,
true. I never
something
thought
like
of
that.
that.
Yeah. They
You
always
really
talk
can't
about
procrastinate.
procrastination is like something that has to be worked on.
Yeah. I would also say waking up early. Like it's something so
Yeah.
small, but waking up early the past, like, I don't know why, the past month, I've been struggling to
No,
wake
literally.
up. And I would set my
It's
alarm
so
for like
hard.
7. I feel like 7 is a sweet spot.
Yeah.
And I've been
8.
waking up 8. No, literally. I set my alarm for 7 and then I keep turning it off. That's something I really need to work on because it's like
Hate the mornings.
when I become a mother, I can't sleep and keep pressing the alarm. You gotta wake up and like take care of the people. You know?
Take care of my people.
My people. Okay. Another thing
giving
is
Moses.
I love my okay. I would say thinking as a group. I already mentioned it, but thinking for a group and not just yourself.
But I think we do a good job of that.
Actually, yeah, we do.
Yeah.
Because me and Leah, sometimes we switch. Maybe she's
Yeah.
the oldest sometimes. Maybe
Yeah.
I'm the oldest
Yeah.
sometimes. But we do think for a group. And also, maybe it's because we grew up in
A big
Ethiopia.
family, too.
A big family, but we were kind of, we were born in Ethiopia. We came when we were 8. Yeah, we still remember, but it's like, you know, we grew up seeing that our family and our parents thought as a group, they never were like, what about me? Like, did I eat? Like, they thought of like, did everybody in the house eat, or like anyone?
And yeah, actually, I'm not gonna say that.
Yeah. So like,
No, this culture is very selfish culture. Like,
it is
the way we grew up in America.
I already talked about this, but yeah, US thinks independently. Like,
Very.
for me, did I do anything? And so thinking as a group is so important, because like going from being independent, single, and then not only just getting married but also having kids, is like it's a huge switch, huge light switch.
Do read all the books in the world.
Yeah.
But I think it's once you walk into it, you're gonna be Sada as a mom is gonna be Sada as a mom. You don't have to be somebody else.
Yeah.
It's good to take advice, and like, I definitely want to be a gentle parent. I know there's a lot of controversy about that.
She talks about that. I don't know. I think I'm gonna be a middle parent, because I'm not gonna be like hitting kids or none of that. I don't believe in that. But also, I'm not gonna be like, hey, can you explain to me why you just slapped me across the face?
No, there's a girl, her name is Sabrina. She is the ultimate best mom, truly, and she explains it in details. Honestly, I love following her. But she talks about it. She talks about how, like, even sometimes she has to yell at her kids. You know, gentle parenting doesn't mean like every time when they do something bad, it's not asking them. I mean, yes, I feel like when a kid is yelling or screaming or whatever, I'm not a mom, you know, but it's always an unmet need.
Yeah,
always,
that's true.
you know,
that's
it is
true.
Like, that's why you ask them, like, how do you feel, or what's making you cry, or what's making you angry.
Yeah.
And I feel like the younger they are to understand how they feel, the older when they get, they won't feel lost in their emotions.
Yeah. No, I believe in that. I agree with that. It's like, tell me why you're crying, or like, tell me why you feel this way, checking in with your children. I believe in that.
Yeah.
I just don't believe in like the whole, like, maybe I might yell a little. Actually, I don't even yell today.
She yells sometimes. She says she does yell.
Oh, she does?
Yes.
Okay.
When they're in the thing and they're just having a yelling tantrum.
Okay.
And she tells them, can you please stop? Or like, you know,
Okay.
she asks them. But I think for the most part, she's not yanking them or putting them in a corner.
Oh yeah, no.
know?
I don't believe in that too.
Yeah.
I don't believe getting physical with children at all. At
Yeah.
all. So,
But like
okay.
timeouts and putting them to sleep early is absolutely no. We're
Really?
gonna talk about
So
it.
what are
No.
you gonna say?
We're gonna talk about it.
Okay, talk about it.
Yes, I feel like that's something I don't know how to communicate now, because I'd rather shut down.
Oh, that's
than
true. That's
talking
true.
about
Okay,
it.
okay.
Yeah. So
I think
when
we
you're
were
a
raised to
kid-
like almost like silent treatment,
Yeah.
and then you just get back to what you.
Yeah.
You know, if we fought, we don't really fight, me and Leah.
Yeah.
But if we did, we would fight, and then the next day it'll be like, "Hey, do you know where my red sweater's at?" She's like, "Yeah, it's over there," and then it's done. Like,
Yeah.
we didn't even talk about it.
Yeah.
So I agree.
Yeah. So-
Talking about it instead
Yeah.
of like silent treatment is it's part of communication.
Yes.
But something I need to work on.
Exactly. So
You too.
You can.
Let me get it.
Yes, I just said that. I just said I need to work on my communication skills. Absolutely. So I
Okay.
want to teach my kids something I lack.
Yeah.
You know, while I'm working on it.
That's true.
Why not teach my kids to communicate well?
True. Okay. And then, I wanted to say something else. It popped up. What was it?
Gentle parenting.
No, not gentle parenting. Was it here?
My God.
Cooking.
Oh,
Leah's
yeah.
good at it, but it's something I need to work on.
Love. I think that's my love language.
I
is
know, because
I love it to cook.
yeah, Leah, I feel like you've done that since we were younger.
Yeah.
Like cooking.
COVID.
When I
is when I started
COVID,
really-
that's
yeah.
when she really started
Yeah.
whipping it.
No, but Sarah, you've been doing such a good job.
Thank you. Like with
Like before,
seasoning.
not even did.
I didn't even
She would not
attempt.
even microwave. First off, she doesn't even microwave.
Oh yeah, I don't use a microwave. I don't even know what I ate. Honestly, it was just like whatever my
think you-
mom made. I
Yeah.
would just eat that. But now I actually cook for
Yeah.
myself. And I know people are like, oh, you don't need to cook. Like my dream thing is actually to marry a chef. That would be, but that's
I am such
probably
a
not unrealistic.
traditional.
Yeah, Leah is more of like,
Wife.
yeah, the traditional, but it's not in a way of like. No, you are traditional.
Yeah, not like the. I'm not saying I'm gonna stay at home
And there's
he
not
goes
like
to the thing.
100% gender roles. Like
Yeah,
I don't
no,
think
no.
that's the
Like I still want to change a tire or two.
Yeah. Oh, you won't. But okay.
No, but I'm just saying.
No, I want
like,
to be a soft wife,
Yeah.
soft life wife. Like
yes,
let you know. For me, like the man has to do the hard work. I'm not
Yeah.
gonna be outside like.
I could, but I won't.
yeah, we could, but I'm not gonna do that.
Yeah, like
You know
I
what I'm
can't be
wearing?
cooking for you and then going
Yeah, I
outside
wanna
and
be
mowing the
like
grass.
princess wife.
No.
Yeah, But like, I also think like one person should not only do one thing. Like,
Yes, I agree.
the husband should do
Yes.
the dishes sometimes, or the wife
Absolutely.
is doing work. And I also think like now a lot of the way that I think about marriage is changing, just because it's like before, like when I was in a relationship, everything, I had a different, like I was like, I want to make the most money. I don't care from the relationship. I don't believe in that anymore. Like I would want the other person to make it. Why am I holding up the whole family and the kids?
Yeah. Once you're a mom, it's like you have to go through all
It's the
of
parents.
those.
That's what I'm saying. And like, and also like being the middle child, I feel like I've been responsible to more, like me and Leo were talking about how I did my sister's visa papers yesterday. When I was 12.
I told her to write it on her resume.
Yeah, because I was, I think like 10, 11, 12. And I did our older sister's visa documents by myself. And so I'm like, since we were younger, me and her, we've had responsibilities, especially in our family, with a lot of things. And it's like, do I want that when I have my own family? It's like, I want help, and I don't want to be obviously I'm going to have to be in a way, but I don't want to be the number one thing to everything. So a lot of things are changing as I'm growing older, life lessons. But yeah, cooking has been one thing I've been practicing, baking, because I want you to talk about how like the respecting men and then like loving women or something. You were saying that 3 days ago. What was it?
So how men feel loved is by being respected, and then women feel loved by feeling loved.
Yeah.
So the way you respect a man is exactly how he would feel loved. You don't have to be all lovey-dovey. I mean, yeah, it's needed, but being respectful to your man shows so much love to them, whereas women need love. Like, you just need to love them in every way, and women feel loved.
Yeah.
I genuinely think it's like little things, like having food ready for dinner, like when your man comes home, things like that I look forward to in life. Yeah. I don't know why, but I love that.
Ready to be a wife.
No, I just love that of like having food ready, and like, because I know men, I mean, as much as women love being fed too. If I'm coming back
that
from work
is a
and
way
I'm
of
tired,
love for women too.
If I'm sick and I can't get up, I hope my man makes food.
Yeah.
Things like that. I think there's no such thing as gender role, but I genuinely think it's like having ready food for your man by the time he gets to work.
Yeah.
Or your kids, having snack ready for them. Like, I think about the things like when we were in high school or middle school. Those are the little things we really look forward to. Is after school we used to run, remember?
Oh yeah, yeah,
to get snacks.
Yeah.
And like,
that's true.
Just fulfilling like your childhood.
That's true. Or also like reflecting what we want to change from our childhood and also what we're gonna take away. So there's a lot of things like I've been thinking about more of this because I don't know, I've shut down this idea for like a while. Like I don't know, I don't really tap into any relationship. It's been complicated for me, okay? But I think like now it's like more of like what can I do to make it better? So if you're in the singleness season too, I think it's like to really write down exactly what you want, what you need to work on, and if you want it, to actually seek it, because it ain't gonna come to your doorstep. Listen,
I mean,
I'm
think
learning
it's
that
beyond just writing it down, though. I think just putting a little bit of an
effort.
action of it.
Yeah, write it down and then effort. So to wrap it up, overall, I think like if you're in a season of singleness, this is the perfect time. And also, when I say singleness, I meant even dating. Okay, that's singleness before marriage. Yes, and so I think it's so important for us to practice these things before having another person, but also enjoy your singleness. Listen, I am. Listen.
But there's a difference. You know what I mean? That's like being single, like you personally don't have to worry about texting somebody.
Yeah.
You don't have to be on a call with somebody.
I know.
It doesn't have to be like, that's truly being single.
Yeah.
Being in a relationship, singleness means like obviously not being married. Yeah.
Yeah.
And like, not having marriage privileges. I don't know.
Yeah.
So it's like that's how you can enjoy it, because eventually marriage feels like this. The only thing is like it's moving in.
Oh yeah.
You know what I mean?
That's true. And also like I've also heard of like picking the right partner in marriage makes marriage not that bad, because everyone in this generation does not want to get married or like have kids because it looks scary because of all the stories we hear and everything. But with the right person, marriage can be good. So it's like open up yourself to like really seek marriage if you want that.
And I truly think having God in your
you
know what I mean? Having him, because like I see it in ways like I know cheating and all that happens, but I truly think a man of God doesn't have to fear you. He fears the Lord.
Yes,
You know what I mean?
He goes to
Fearing
him
the
before
Lord,
he comes
yeah.
to you. Yes.
Fearing the Lord is so much more stronger and like, you know, more obedience for a person to do just because he fears his heavenly father than
Yes.
me.
Yeah.
You know? So I really do think that helps in a marriage.
Yes. And if you
100%.
want that, like, obviously, like a man of God, seek for that.
Mm-hmm.
And don't lower your standards.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. You'll
But
find the
it's,
one.
you know, it's hard too. It's like, yeah, you find a man in Christ. And then, you know, some people are like, I don't know.
I know something
guess,
happens,
yeah.
and it's obviously like not every single marriage.
He's really
with
not
God
a
in
man
the
of
middle.
God.
Was God in the middle of
Right.
He, you know, but also like, yes, we're all not perfect, but don't be deceived. Okay, I've gone on a couple dates where the guys were like, yes, like I am follower of Christ. Actually, they said I go to church. Let me back up, because if they were a follower of Christ, it would have never. And then it ended up not being what Christ is.
Duh.
So, like, really, you know, don't take it lightly, or like, you know, don't feel like, oh my gosh, I found the person just because they say they go to church or something like that. Like, really genuinely see, like, does his fruit show? Like, does he have the fruit of the Spirit? And does it connect with who Christ is?
Yeah.
So, yes, overall, what's your
Overall, period.
Okay, we're gonna do one more question just so could focus more on relationships. So, ask away, girl.
Okay. How do you balance independence with wanting companionship?
For me, honestly, I was telling her that it's new for me. Like, you know, once I left the other relationship, it just felt like, oh no, like, you know, all of that. But now the way I'm balancing it is like actually being open to it. For the longest time, I like closed off to it because it just felt like, no, like I need to take a break from this whole thing. But now it's like, since I am more open to it, I think obviously having my own thing, I feel like I've perfected that of like having my own craft, doing my own thing. That's like the independent side. But I think even like seeking relationship, it starts with like even going to church, joining groups, like letting others in so that I'm not so closed off and like my walls up when I get into the next relationship. So I think that's what I'm doing, because this is pretty fresh to me. Okay. I like, it was beginning of this year where I was like recently that I was like, I'm gonna be open to relationships. But okay, I have a question for you. How has your idea of love changed since you started dating your boyfriend?
It has changed a lot. Like,
Okay.
definitely has changed a lot. At first, relationship, I thought it was just, I don't know how to make it meaningful.
No, you don't have to. Just say
Okay.
how it is. It does not have to be.
So at first, when I started dating, I really thought of like just the bare minimum of just loving somebody. But I feel like it goes in depth with like loving someone comes with family, comes with like so much more of a human being. I feel like the more you love on someone, it's like the deeper you get to know somebody. You know, they almost feel like you've known them your whole life, you know? So it definitely has changed because it's a lot deeper than you see it in the beginning.
Yeah.
And like the more years that you put in, oh my gosh, the more you get to know somebody. Like the way I've known him last year is so different. And the longer you stay in a relationship, the more I feel like I'm redundant.
No, like for her, like I really see how like she really got into the family. Like she's really close to that. And so I think it doesn't come with just one person. From what I've seen, it's not like just loving one person. You got a whole family behind that. You have a whole like, I don't know, dog. Like boyfriend's boyfriend's girlfriend.
Yeah.
Like this
Like
is
they
a whole
all-
village that
yeah.
you also love. So loving somebody and like with marriage, not marriage.
No,
with,
that,
like,
I feel like
relationship,
that's
it
what
comes
leads
more.
to that's what leads to marriage, because I feel like at first when you love just one person, that's all you get.
Yeah.
Is my boyfriend, you know? And then the more years I put into it, it's like the more I get so
Connected
attached
to people.
Yeah,
like
to
that's
all of
his family.
his mom, dad, his uncle, like
Yeah.
his brother. They are like my own.
Yeah.
And so it's like I feel like relationship gets so much deeper. That
as
you appreciate
That's
it.
what I've noticed because, you know, like from what I've seen with her, it's like it gets way bigger than that. And then you go to family holidays and like you get to see more people. So I think it's not just loving one person, but like the whole.
Yes.
But I mean, that was your question.
Yeah. But it's like, it seems obvious till you're really in it.
Yeah. I think it's, and it comes, but then also the other side, okay, the opposite.
Mm-hmm.
Like with love, like when you do conflict and everything like that, like what keeps you grounded? Like I need to stay in this relationship. Like it's getting so hard, but I gotta stick to it.
Your values. Like, what are we fighting for? You know, at the end of the day, we're fighting for each other. It's always me, him against the problem, not me versus him, you know? And so it's like, if you're seeing it in that way, then you know what the problem is and we get to fix it.
Together.
Forever.
God in the middle.
Forever.
Yes. Okay. Girl. Okay. Anyway. Okay, I think that's all the questions that we have.
I love this. I love talking
Yeah,
about
she
relationships.
loves it. And that's why I wanted her to sit on this couch, because she loves talking about these things.
I love it.
Okay, but
I love.
Thank you so much for watching this episode. If you agree, like, what things, whether you're in a relationship or not, like, what are some things that we should work on, especially if you've been married for a long time?
Yes.
Let us know in the comments. Anything. Like, I am all ears, okay? Because I'm just like starting back up to be open with this. And so I want to do marriage. Like, I love learning from other people's mistakes or even, you know, accomplishments, whatever
or even
it is.
if you're single,
yes,
put in the comments, what are you doing to help yourself to work towards relationships?
Yeah. So I just want to hear both sides, like both perspectives. But I hope you enjoyed this episode and having Liya, because I did. Thank you, girl, for joining. I've been literally telling her for weeks. What?
Thank you.
Thank you, girl. Thank you for joining me today. But also check out Quality Care. It's also on Spotify if you want the audio, visual, also on YouTube. And then I'm still working on Apple Podcasts. I'm learning this whole thing by myself. But thank you so much for all the likes, shares, listens. And I would just love your feedback on like even what other episodes that we should talk about on Quality Care. But again, thank you so much. And thank you, Liya, for coming on this episode.
Let's end it with 1, 2, 3. Love.
Love. Okay. Ready? 1, 2, 3.
Love.
Love. Yeah.
Yeah.